guys, so today I thought I would do a little bit of a different video, more of a kind of chit chat with you guys because I don't really do that, and sometimes I really like watching those kind of videos where someone just sits and talks. So if you couldn't tell already, this is a kind of life update because a lot of things have been happening in my life recently. I don't really share much of my personal life, much of my life that goes on away from YouTube on here, and I thought I would because why not? So I don't know how many of you guys will be interested in hearing about this kind of stuff. Usually nothing really happens in my life, like one thing will, and then that'll be it for a few months, but I just feel like so much is happening and I need to express it with you guys. I feel like any chit-chatty, chilled video is not complete without some sort of hot drink, and I have coffee in my Hello Kitty mug. Oh man, I didn't expect it to be that hot. So things have been happening, both in my personal life and also in kind of college, career, education, that kind of category. So I'm going to start with the boring college stuff. If you don't know, I'm studying media and communication at college. I'm in my second year and we have now started the final block, which is crazy because I remember thinking at the beginning of the year, oh, we've got ages. And now it's like crap because we've had this ongoing graded unit project that we've been working on, and I think everyone's panicking because the first hand-in is next month and everyone's like, crap, we should have done more by now. I'm not too worried about it personally. I was very good at the beginning of the year, but now I'm kind of losing motivation. So I've got one more big bit to do and I've been putting it off for weeks. What was kind of approaching the end, obviously that brings, well, what am I going to do next year? And I'm planning on going to university, which I might do a video on once I've started, because when I was in school the thought of going to uni never really occurred to me. I have received 2 conditionals already and I'm still waiting on one getting back to me, which is frustrating me because it's my first choice. That is journalism, creative writing and English, but I've got 2 conditionals for the continuing on of media and communication and also media and social science. If I have to go on and do either of those courses, I'm not too fussed, but because it's more journalism that I'm into and writing, and I really enjoyed English at school, so I'd love to get back into English. I really want to do this. I just wish they'd hurry up and get back to me because leading on from like education, I've been so lucky in the past few months that I've had articles published pretty much left, right and centre. I've been really into it, and honestly I just love the feeling of having something published on a platform that isn't my blog. Having it elsewhere reassures me that I am good at writing. For the longest of time I didn't really believe that I was good at writing. I didn't really think it and acknowledge it. But over these past few months, and I think since really starting this second year at college, I really kind of realised that, hey, I am good at writing. So I've had articles published on student publications, online publications. Also, I've had an article on the Vegan Society, which I'm really proud of. I'm not vegan, just throwing that out there, but I think it's interesting, and the article that I wrote is definitely an angle that I'm interested in. Because it's not a student publication, and getting stuff published on student publications and student sites is pretty easy if you're a student, but because the Vegan Society isn't student run, yeah, was really happy and proud that I got it on. Hopefully I can continue with my journalism. I'm going to continue with my blog as well, obviously. I also recently got myself my first job. I recently did a blog post about this and getting a job because I am 20 and I have never had a job before, and I honestly felt as if there was something wrong, like something wrong with my CV, or it was at the point where I'm 20 years old and I've never had a job, and employers are like, well, why hasn't she had a job? She must be lazy, blah, blah, blah. Which I'm not, because I do volunteer work. I've been volunteering in a charity shop for about 6 months now. I think almost 7 months now. You know, I was applying to just anywhere and everywhere, and I wasn't getting anywhere, and it's really disheartening. I'm sure a lot of you will know. It's not a permanent job. It's only for 3 weeks. It's at Next over their sale period. I suppose there is a possibility that they may keep me on, or they will keep me in mind for when there are jobs. You may or may not know, because I have spoken about it on my blog, and I did talk about it in my eating disorder video, but I recently stopped seeing professionals, which is a huge thing. Kind of made me feel a lot more free in terms of that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because I've already made a video. I don't want to keep bringing it up, but that's a big part of my life that has recently kind of changed. And finally, the last section of my life I'm going to talk about is my social life and my relationships. I'm an introverted person. I always have been, and I always will be. I love being home. I love being in my own company. I need that time. Like, if I don't have at least one day a week where I can just sit at home and I know that I don't need to go out necessarily and see anyone. And I don't mean that in, if you're an introverted person, you know that you don't mean that in like, oh, I hate people, I don't want to see my friends or whatever. Like, I don't mean that. I need that time. Like, socializing for me takes effort and it tires me out. So I need that time to kind of sit and be like, in my own home. But I've definitely been a lot more social. And I will admit, it is kind of taking it out of me sometimes. And I find myself like running out of time to do the things that I used to have all the time in the world to do. But it's been great just getting out and socializing after not doing that for quite a while. And it's not even just my best friends that I've been hanging out with, which before, my 2 best friends were the only people that I would really kind of go out to see and spend time with. I went out with my friend from my college class. I have been going out with my sister and her group of friends, which, you know, obviously I consider my friends now. I also have a boyfriend now. Obviously I've been spending time with him, and it's just like, socializing takes it out of me, but I've been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying spending time with these new people in my life. I mean, some of them I've known for quite a while, but it's only recently that I've really been interacting with them and joining in with their crazy antics. But I've been really enjoying it. I'm just so grateful to have these people in my life. I think that's pretty much everything. Life has been crazy over the past month to 2 months, I suppose. Who knows what the rest of the year will bring. I'm excited, exhausted, but excited. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat video. I may do another one in the future when I have more stuff to update you on. I will see you next time. Bye.